Max Marvelous here with the New Beginning in Sapporo Day 1 show review. As I actually stayed to watch it. I've been feeling sick all week, and just today, Friday, which is now, it's now Saturday morning, I was feeling good. I was like, man, I might be able to see if I can stay up and watch the show. And then it hit about like 3 a.m. here on the East Coast. Wasn't tired at all. I was like, well, shit, looks like I'm staying up and watching it. Stayed up, watched the whole thing, and I enjoyed myself. It was a great show. As I'll talk about it here, of course, I'll state as always, spoilers. Spoiler alert. Alright, be gone. 3, 2, 1. Alright, we're back here. Spoilers are a go. As we'll talk about the show here. We'll go top to bottom, or bottom to top, rather. There we go, bottom to top. As Katsuya Kanemaru taking on Michael Elgin in the opener. Decent little opener. Kanemaru, he looked good. I wish he would have beat that piece of shit Michael Elgin, because, fuck Michael Elgin. But, that's highly unlikely. Listen, he's still a young lion. He's in his trial series. But, I was expecting like an 80s style, like just heavyweight fight, or heavyweight match. But, yeah, they did a little bit more. Did a little bit more than I expected, so I'll give it that. As then we have the two matches, I'll say these two tag matches, very skippable. If you did skip them, you didn't miss anything important, as we have the Lion Mark team versus the Suzuki Gun team. That ended with Kushida tapping out Taka Michinoku with the hoverboard lock. And then we had the Toru Yano, Tomohiro Ishii taking on Chase Owens, Yujiro Takahashi tag team match. That, thank God, Ishii got the win and got the pin there. As, just very skippable stuff there. But then we'll go on to the Never Six-Man title match here. You could have skipped it, but I did watch and was my full attention this match, as this was very much a typical heel babyface six-man tag team matchup here. As the heels, Bullet Club being the champions going into it. The heels, they start off as Tongaloa crushed Taguchi's glasses, and that's gotta kind of start off the match. The heels, they pretty much took it to him. Bullet Club, they were majority of the match. Then looked like Taguchi Japan was going to make a comeback, and then they cut him off towards the end. As Tamatonga made Henry tap out for the win, successfully retaining their six-man championship titles. The team of Kota Ibushi, David Finlay Jr., Juice Robinson taking on Cody, Marty Scurll, and Hangman Page. This was a fun little match, man. I'll give it to him. The sequence right off the rip between Ibushi and Hangman, really cool. Really enjoyed it. As then, pretty much from the running shooting star press from the outside from Hangman Page, there was a following that was a Doomsday Device spot where Cody drop kicked Ibushi, but Ibushi landed on his feet. Pretty much from that point on, afterwards was just great. A lot of miscommunication spots. They were hitting each other team. Besides, the David Finlay spot, that spot looked like shit. He started, way too late. He was already, he started running right after Juice was wide open, waiting for the spear. Just made no sense. But other than that, really, a good little match. Hangman getting the win for Team Bullet Club getting the pin. Nice to see that. I'm a big Hangman Page guy. Nice to see that. I hope at Honor Rising he gets to do something. Hoping. Listen, him and Ibushi, that was a fun little sequence. Hopefully they can play on to that. Hopefully do something on a Rising. So then we go on to the next match here. Tag team match. Chaos versus Los. We have the Chaos team of Will Ospreay and Yoshihashi taking on Tetsuya Naito and Hiromu Takahashi. Will Ospreay still sporting his Wrestle Kingdom 12 gear. Of course, why not? Because, when you dye your hair purple, you kind of have to stick with the gimmick. You just look like an idiot wearing non-purple stuff. But, this was a fun little match there, of course. The interaction between Naito and Milano gives me strength. I'm sure Milano He won't have his, like, London McMahon WrestleMania 17 moment against Naito, but, he might have something, give or take. Who knows when. But I'm pretty positive they won't ever wrestle against each other. Hiromu targeting Will's knee throughout the match. I'm sure that will play a role in their title match at the show in, I believe, now I forget when, what matches when. I'm pretty sure that's going to be at the New Beginning show in Osaka, I believe. In February 10th. I believe that's happening on that show. As then, of course, nothing new. New Japan setting up a story for a match before it even happens. That's New Japan specialty there. As a good little match. A good little match between them. As after the match, Yoshihashi attacks Tetsuya Naito at the end. As that's be pulled apart. As I'm glad to see that. It's nice to see this match get a little bit of heat going into it. Because, this could look like a throwaway match, but now, to the casual fan of New Japan, the casual Japanese audience, they'll probably be like, yeah, now there's a reason. Now there's some tension here. They put a little heat into it. I like it. Nice to see. As now we have the big multi-man match between Chaos and Los. We have the big six-man tag as Okada, Geto, and Goto taking on Sonata, Evil, and Bushi. Sonata's gear, real awesome. Holy shit. I don't remember him wearing that at WrestleMania 12. But if he did, he should have. Because, that's pretty awesome. And then, going the complete opposite end of the spectrum, second someone's gear is not awesome. The IWGP champion himself, Kazuchika Okada. Please, Okada, don't wear those pants during the championship match. Please don't. I've been an Okada fan far too long. I don't want to leave now because of his choice of gear. Please, I'm begging you, Okada. Don't wear them. But, man, opening spot. We open up with Okada and Sonata. Just that little preview. Holy shit. I cannot wait for February 10th. My God, that was awesome. As then, just your typical undercard multi-man tag match. Everybody gets their shit in. We have Okada making Bushi tap out for the finish. And then afterwards, Okada cuts a promo. My God, this promo. Says nobody cares why Sonata's here in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Nobody cares why he joined Los Ingobernables de Japón, which, for those who are not keeping track, that's kind of been a big deal on New Japan's website. They've been, doing articles and whatnot, really hyping up Sonata for his big-time match against Okada, which they should. It's a genius move, and Okada going the opposite way, and that they want to know why and how much he wants the IWGP Championship. So that makes perfect sense there, and then, Sonata starts kind of walking back towards the area, and then Okada drops the mic, runs after him, attacks him from behind, throws him into the post, rolls him back into the ring, hits him with his tombstone, goes back underneath the ring, grabs some Okada bucks from underneath the ring, shoves them in Sonata's mouth, and puts the $1 Million Dream, or I guess he doesn't call it that. I forget what the hell he calls it, but whatever the hell he calls it, $1 Million Dream. Got it locked in. Tremendous segment. Just a fucking great segment. I loved it. Okada's God. My God, the Chaos guys, you'll see a pattern here. The Chaos guys attacking the Los guys afterwards. I guess, just setting the tone for the New Beginning shows in Osaka. Good stuff there. As then we go on to the co-main event, and to be honest, a little disappointed by this. I was wanting a little bit more back and forth from this. This was the Jay White Roppongi 3K versus Elite match, 6-man tag. It just felt like the Elite just dominated the majority of the match, and it makes sense. Kenny Omega, he looked like a star in the match. He definitely got on a lot of offense, which makes sense. It's just fine. He is the biggest star in the match, so it makes sense he looks like the biggest star. But I was hoping the challengers would put up a little bit more of an offense, put up a little bit more of a fight. At least, especially, Jay White didn't do shit in this match. I mean, he really didn't. Roppongi 3K, they did do some stuff. They did some topes. They, of course, I'd like to know, let me know in your comments below, who's your favorite Roppongi 3K guy? I'm a Yo guy myself. I think Yo's the man. That's a sweet-ass super kick. I don't know. For those who don't know which one's which, I'm sure there's a couple of you don't know which one. Yo is the one who wears white. Sho is the one who wears gold. So there you go. More you know. As, yeah, just felt like a typical Ring of Honor, like, 6-man elite match. Just, I don't know if that makes any sense. Guess I was expecting a little bit more. But after the match, Jay White attacks Kenny Omega, which he should have, man. He didn't do fucking shit that entire match. As he does something that makes something memorable going into their match. Because, he didn't do dick. My God. But, have no fear. Have no fear, my God. This match, the main event, without a doubt, match of the night. I love this so much. Oh my God. This was tremendous. This had a great pace. This was just absolutely tremendous. This had such a great pace to it. Both these men are great at what they do. Minoru Suzuki is one of the greatest heels, in my opinion, of all time. Hiroshi Tanahashi, not only one of the greatest babyfaces of all time, but both these men are just some of the all-time greats at what they do. Both these guys technically are so well-rounded. They are just phenomenal mat-based guys, and they've been great for a long time now. And I don't care how old they are still fucking great. Just some of the highlights from this match. The chair shot from Suzuki, that metal chair, my God, that had to hurt. Poor Ace. Hit right in the back with it. Again, like Wrestle Kingdom 12, Suzuki delivering a hell of a drop kick. Absolutely killed it. The strike exchanges were just brutal. Beat the shit out of each other, my God. Tanahashi's selling of his leg was tremendous. A-plus performance there. Both these guys putting on a great performance. And we have a new champion. New champion by referee stoppage from Red Shoes. Minoru Suzuki's the Intercontinental Champion. What a performance. This was fucking tremendous. The story was done perfection. This match was so good. Just to really put it in perspective, it was like I never felt like at the same time being so conflicted watching a match, because seeing Tanahashi in that hole and just like, I hope he gets out, but also I hope Minoru Suzuki makes him tap so he can be the IWGP Intercontinental Champion. Just because both guys are so good. I'm such a fan of both those guys. That was just a fucking tremendous match. Tremendous match. Couldn't ask for anything better. I think this is the right decision, putting the belt on Suzuki. He definitely deserves it. Because he's been the unsung hero. Or he's not really been unsung, but he's the fucking man. And he'll probably never be the IWGP Heavyweight Champion, but at least now it's like he got the IWGP Intercontinental Championship. He's on that same level. Just a little side notes here. Makabe on commentary even was saying, kind of towards the end of that match, that, man, Red Shoes probably called it a little too late, putting over the fact that Suzuki could have crippled him. This was just tremendous. The crowd cared. Tanahashi put on a great performance. Suzuki put on a great performance. This is definitely comparing Minoru Suzuki Tanahashi to Minoru Suzuki Kazuchika Okada. I feel like that match I just saw here with Tanahashi and Suzuki at New Beginning, here in Sapporo at Day 1, thought that was better than that match. And I thought back then, when I first saw it for the first time, I thought that match was fucking tremendous. And, but as far as this match, this was great. I could not ask for anything better. I myself, I thoroughly enjoyed it. As far as the post-match promo, Suzuki says Tanahashi pulled the company together when it stood up for the dark period, of course, during the mid-2000s when the company was in the shitter. But there would be no second miracle for Tanahashi. taunts the fans for clapping along, thinking they saw a great match. But what they saw was Suzuki taking their treasure, and Tanahashi, who will never stand in the ring again. My God. My fucking God. Goddamn. What a performance. What a match. I can't believe it. We're going on 8 a.m. now. Now I'm wide awake. Before I send off day one review, during I believe this was during the Suzuki Tanahashi match, Kodaka, who, from Dragon Gate, announced his retirement. Out of the blue. Can't believe it. He has been dealing with injuries now, so it is the right decision. I believe, he's been dealing with injuries since at least 2016, for the past 2 years. I think last year alone in 2017, he had at least 4 surgeries. So that's a lot to put on the body. And makes sense he'll be making his final match, his retirement match, at the Korakuen Hall show on March 6th. For the Dragon Gate fans out there, look forward to that. I can't wait. Kodaka, he was the man. He did some cool shit. I always enjoyed it. Of course, who does love Dragon Gate? Love it. But it's sad to see him go, but it's understandable. Enjoyed that fucking match. I tell you what, I am going to be watching the TakeOver Philadelphia show. But man, those guys, if they're looking to top that, I know, hopefully they're not going to top that match. That's for sure. Even the rest of the tour. Really, the only match, I don't think Kenny Omega and Jay White's gonna top it, but Sonata and Okada's probably going to. My God, those two are gonna kill it. But that will do it for day one review. We'll see you for day two, it'll be a seamless transition for the video, because we're gonna put this together. This is gonna be uploaded on Sunday, of course, for those who know. You'll be seeing it on Sundays. It's like, you didn't even know. You didn't know my plans. So there's that. So take care. The 6-man tag team matchup between Lionmark and Bullet Club as my God, as night 2 is in the books. Stayed up live to watch it as Katsuya Kanemaru took on Juice in the opener. We're getting right down to it. As I felt like it was a better match than Michael Elgin. Felt like Juice picked up a lot more of a coherent match out of Kanemaru than Elgin did. As Juice gets the win, the Pulp Fiction, as Kanemaru again looked good, so there's nothing, you can't complain about that. I'm not gonna lie, as far as a good chunk of the undercard, it was pretty average for a New Japan show. I think it was probably a mistake making 3 shows out of this. Probably should have just been 2. If you skipped most of these undercard tag team matches, you didn't miss much. We start off with the first one being a 4-on-4 Lionmark versus Suzuki Gun tag team matchup, with Taichi getting the win after a super kick for Suzuki Gun, as afterwards Suzuki Gun unmasked Tiger Mask and put the mask on Miyohabe, so that was kind of cool. Then we had a tag team match, a Bullet Club tag team match, Bullet Club versus Chaos tag team match. Yujiro Takahashi having his partner being the artist, formerly known as Leo Tonga, Hikilu. Oh boy, I knew I was going to fuck this up. I could never. It always takes a couple of times to get it right. Coolio Tonga, there we fucking go, I got it. Taking on Ishii and Yano. Of course, no surprise, Chaos get the win here, the Chaos team and Ishii and Yano. Yano wins with a low blow on the artist, formerly known as Leo Tonga. I'm just going to call him that from now on. It's better that way. Then we have another 4-on-4 tag team matchup. This time it's a Bullet Club versus Lionmark 4-on-4 matchup, as Chase Owens gets the pin with a package pile driver. Just a more, filler undercard going on to the tag team match here. We have what would have been Hiroshi Tanahashi and Henry taking on Minoru Suzuki and Azuka, but with Hiroshi Tanahashi being hurt, kayfabing the injury, of course, after the match. He had that fucking war last night, depending on, the gimmick. He was, it was announced early on in the day here that he was not going to be in the match. So, Michael Hogan takes his place. Great. Just fantastic. But Suzuki gets the win as he makes he makes Henry tap out. As surprise, of course, there's a lot of Suzuki Gun interference in the match. As after the match, Suzuki Gun was putting the boots to Henry with then Togi Makabe making the save. This is definitely setting up for a future IWGP Intercontinental match between between Togi Makabe and Minoru Suzuki. I'm sure at a later date. As far as when that will be, could be Strong Style Evolved, could be Wrestling Dutaku. It really just depends on what they're feeling. As next match up here, we have a 6-man match. The Cody, Hangman Page, Marty Scurll taking on the Bullet Club team, taking on Ibushi, David Finlay Jr., Kushida, or being the Elite team, whichever you prefer, I guess. As I was looking forward to this match after the last night's match, I felt this was going to be they had a decent little match. As this one was also a decent little match. As the teasing of the Crossroads to the floor spot gave me flashbacks, gave me a traumatic flashback. I was just like, Jesus Christ, not again, not again. From the Wrestle Kingdom 12 match between Ibushi and Cody, as the transition into the Crossroads from the suplex into the rite of passage from Hangman Page is great. That whole sequence, as Hangman Page gets the pin on Kushida, back-to-back pins for Hangman Page. Hell yeah, I'm all about it. Yeah, if I had to compare the two 6-man matches from night 1, night 2, I would say night 1 had the better one, but this one was still good, still good 6-man, still a good little 6-man tag match. As and then we have the big Chaos versus Los 5-on-5 matchup. It did its purpose. Got me more excited for the matches for February 10th, as everybody's interactions with their future opponents, for the most part, besides like Geto and Bushi, were great. Ospreay and Hiromu had great stuff. Sonata and Okada had great stuff. I mean, Yoshihashi and fucking Naito, man, that thing. They're still, Yoshihashi just being a crazy person. It even played off into the finish of the match, towards the aftermath, still going after Naito. They're really building that up well, getting a lot of heat on that match. As also we saw Sonata do a counter promo for Okada, saying that does Okada really want to hear his voice about why he's doing him in New Japan, kind of playing up to his counter promo for Okada there. As this was Sonata's birthday. Happy birthday, Sonata. Turned 30 today, my God. Both these, that match, I'll talk about it. I don't think I really got a good chance. These two, I'll talk about it here during the review, too. These two men, 30 years old between the two. Both guys had that excursion in TNA, and, they kind of like similar paths. And it's great to see they have a big-time matchup here in New Japan in 2018. And so then we go on to the junior tag team match, in my opinion, match of the night. The challengers were Roppongi 3K taking on the Young Bucks, the 7-time IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions. Great stuff here. I could not have asked for anything better. I loved that they played up from the ramp spot from Wrestle Kingdom 12 with Rocky. The stage dive from Matt Jackson. Really cool stuff. Matt, again, selling his back in this match. Did a tremendous job, which played into the final segment of the show. So there's that. Points there. As Roppongi 3K did a corner tag move. That was just really fucking awesome. The flying knee followed by the Psycho Driver from Sho. Yo hit the flying knee and Sho hit the Psycho Driver. Big fan of that. I think that's more impressive than their finish. But fuck it, just keep doing it, fellas. It's, all eyes on Nick Jackson too. All eyes, of course. All eyes on Nick Jackson. What a fucking hot tag. Just kills it. As we saw a lot of cool stuff there with the assisted swanton to the floor, using the ring. was fantastic. The rope assisted 450 splash from Nick Jackson. Yo kicked out. Holy shit, what a false finish. The swanton to get Yo off the ropes to break up the rope break while Matt had the sharpshooter was a great spot. As Matt his back gives out. He tries to hook on another sharpshooter, but Yo counters with a small package. He gets the 1, 2, 3, and new champs. New IWGP Junior Tag Team Champions in Roppongi 3K. As, in my opinion, this was definitely better than their Wrestle Kingdom 12 bout, as that was a good match, but I just felt, I just thought this was very good. Like, I just thought that it raised the bar compared to their Wrestle Kingdom 12 match. But both teams put on a great performance, all in all. Great match, enjoyed the hell out of it. And then we go on to the main event. The IWGP United States Championship matchup. The challenger, Jay White Switchblade. Skull Shooter, Jay White. Oh, man. Taking on the champion, the cleaner, Kenny Omega, the IWGP United States Champion. And so, all I wanted was Jay White to redeem himself from his performance from Wrestle Kingdom 12. And I think he did. I think he honestly did. I knew it was going to be a better match just for, with it being Kenny involved. As I was just more focused going into it, seeing how Jay would do, seeing how he could improve. And, because of course Kenny was great, no surprise there, put on a great performance, and the fucking V-triggers, my god. He killed him with them, he knocked him, he just fucked him up. They were awesome. The powerbomb onto the chairs on the outside was a nice little spot, enjoyed that. As, Jay White laughing after taking the knee, was just tremendous. The knees to the face and just laughing him off. Great to see Jay showing off some personality. They're trying to put over a dark and sick and demented personality there. Trying to put over being an evil character. It's nice seeing that. As then also the barely getting the shoulder up at the relaxed cover from Omega. It was great. Love that little spot. As then fucking Jay White, man. He did it. Reversed the One Ring Angel into the gimmick for the 1, 2, 3, and he beat him! Holy shit, he beat Kenny Omega. The new IWGP United States Champion. A lot of new champions on this New Beginning show. This is a new beginning after all. Makes sense there as, wow. Good match, of course, good match. I felt the junior tag match was just a little bit better, but this match was still just great. It's great stuff. Then afterwards, of course, I think the big moment from this show, the big takeaway from this, not this moment, but Hangman Page comes out and has a face-off with Jay White, which, I'm probably the only guy excited for this match, but I can't wait, man. These two guys, I think they have something to prove. I think a lot of people have really underestimated Hangman for a better part since he's joined the Bullet Club. I think his appearances in being the Elite, though, have gotten him, have won him over. For me, his match against Jay Briscoe won me over at Ring of Honor, with that crazy-ass table spot. I think everybody who saw that match was like, okay, Hangman Page, he's a major player in the independent scene here, and now he's moving forward in the right direction here. Hopefully they put on a good show. I'm sure that will either be at Honor Rising, their match, if they're doing it. Who knows. But as far as the closing segment, my god, Omega, he takes away the belt from Jay White, and then Kenny and Hangman start having words, and all the Elite comes out, Marty Scurll, fucking Cody Rhodes, of course, Nick Jackson's already out there, but then, Matt Jackson comes out, of course, selling his injured back, and Kenny shoves him not knowing it's Matt, and you could hear a fucking pin drop. The people in Sapporo were all about it. And, realizing what had happened immediately, Kenny goes into apology mode. And looks like, everyone's on the up and up about it. The last one being Cody Rhodes. And they make up. Cody opens the ropes for him. I like that fucking stake of the grass. Turns on him. Hits the crossroads. And that fucking Hangman Page and Skrull come back. As, Skrull's kind of like, what the hell you doing? Trying to save face. But Hangman goes the opposite. Helps Cody, sets him up for a chair shot, sets up Omega for the chair shot, and fucking Kota Ibushi makes the save. The place comes unglued, my god. And this was like, this is like some Mega Powers, like 1985 type shit here, man. Like, this is shit. This is like insane, man. Just the two of the biggest stars in Japan right now, and having the history they have, and it doesn't stop there. Kenny Omega crosses the ropes, doesn't take Ibushi's hand. Ibushi offers his hand, doesn't take it. He gets back to his feet, still doesn't accept it, until, he gives him a big hug, and they embrace. Confetti falls as the Golden Lovers, the former partners, embrace. God damn. It was crazy. What a moment, what a story. Of course, this has been building over the past year now, close to a year, with, being the Elite and doing the New Japan shows. Pretty much, Dominion with the fake, with Cody threatening to throw in the towel, G1 special in the U.S., everything. Better part of a year now, they've been building up to this, as that was tremendous. What a go-home segment. Tremendous segment. Could be a moment of the year in 2017 for New Japan. As comparing the two shows, I do think, in my opinion, Day 1 was better. I felt like Day 2 just had a lot more filler than Day 1, but Day 2 had the bigger moment in the Golden Lovers reunion, but Day 1 had the better match in Suzuki and Tanahashi. And speaking of that, of course, after the Night 1 review, I said, I doubt any of the matches from TakeOver are going to top Suzuki and Tanahashi, but man, they fucking did. Gargano and Omos, my god. That match was fantastic. For me, that was a match of the year candidate for sure. That is, in my opinion, my match of the year. The whole show, of course, was great. The only thing if I could review it real quick, the only thing I didn't really like about it was the women's match finish. Thought it went on a little too long. After the medics came out, I thought it ruined her credibility. They just were rolling around. It just took forever. Just thought the finish took way too long for me. But, she attacked Ember Moon afterwards, so her credibility, she got credibility back. And I'm sure a lot of people are saying, or predicting she'll be in the Women's Rumble or whatnot. Who knows? That's just, it wasn't too bad. It was just me, a little nitpick thing. Everything else was fantastic. The tag match, of course, Velveteen Dream, that made his money, as, the Almas, or sorry, not the Almas, of course the Almas and Gargano match was fantastic, but the, Aleister Black, Adam Cole match was great. That was probably one of the best Extreme Rules matches in a long time for WWE, at least since, Brock and Cena, and that was, 2013. That was probably earlier than that. That was probably, 2012. But I don't know, that was a fun show. I don't want to compare those two, that's apples and oranges, you know what I mean? The NXT, when's the last time they've had, a bad takeover, you know what I mean? It's apples and oranges. But, I'm sure if you would, you could probably say, yeah, they had a better show. But a lot less filler on those takeover shows. And there's only 5 matches on those takeovers compared to there was probably 7 matches on this show. But as we wrap up here, enough about that. This will do it for the New Beginning in Sapporo shows days 1 and 2, January 26th, January 27th, as we're now on the countdown. February 10th for the New Beginning show in Osaka. Hope you guys are just as excited for that as I am. I cannot wait. Sonata and fucking Kazuchika Okada. It's gonna be incredible. Can't wait for Ospreay and Romu. That match is gonna be great. Man, the Yoshihashi Naito stuff. That's really the build between these two shows has really got me looking forward to that, seeing how that plays out. I was kind of going into it, if just for instance, if I never saw these shows I just saw February 10th, I would have just been like, it's just a throwaway match. But now, these matches, these shows, really helped build that story. So there's that. But, yeah. Hope everybody enjoyed the shows. Thought they were pretty good shows myself. But take care. See you all for the next review.